So, I just made a decision to go with the larger step-up board in ampage to get this motor in the air, and there's a reason why Rinoa Super Genius is indeed a genius, because as he pointed out, these are 18650 cells in these battery banks, and what they are is they're an 18650 cell with on top they have a little PCB board, and what I now want to do is I want to hook up the three batteries, the three cells in series, so I can cut out the 5.2 volt regulation on the PCB boards on each one of them, so I can then get 3.2 volts off each one of them, add them all up in series and get full ampage on the helicopter. So what I've just done is I've took three of the battery banks, took off the shells, just tied them together with some sellotape for now, and what I'm going to do is the positive's at the top here, so I'm going to run a negative wire from the bottom up to the top, then get a negative wire there and from the negative of that terminal, and then run it up to the top, and then run the negative terminal off to the chopper and run the positive terminal off to the chopper there. So when the chopper's running, it's going to take the three in series, and when I want to charge it, I can then use these PCB boards and charge them on their little input, their little USB input individually. So when it's running on the chopper, it's running in series, and when it's running, being recharged and balanced, as Rinoa said there, by the little input USBs, then they'll be charging independently from three independent wires to the USB adapter, probably coming off a PC. So I'll just solder these up and we'll hook it up to the chopper and see if we can get some proper lift off the thing, see if it's got enough amps. Well, at least I know I'm getting on my epitaph. And the wiring's done. Have a positive wire leading off the first battery, have a negative wire leading off the negative terminal of the first battery to the positive terminal of the second battery, or should I say cell, and then a negative wire leading off the second battery's negative to the positive of the third cell, and then finally a negative wire off the third cell to create a circuit. A circuit in series with that. So look at this. Is pumping out with a bit of luck, if my soldering's done a good job. Looks like 13, so look, starts out at, call it 3, and goes up to 13, 10, 11 volts. Not bad, considering cell number 2 in the middle has not been charged, because this cell was different to the other two cells. Apparently it was, according to the packaging of the battery banks. These two cells, one on each side, are supposed to be 2600 milliamp hour, where the one in the middle before was 2200 milliamp hour, according to the packaging. So I've changed the cell in the middle to now match the 2600 milliamp on each side. So now that it's in a series, when they drain, they should all drain relatively evenly, keep them balanced. I will now I will now glue gun these up and get them ready to hook up to the chopper to see if I can get that extra juice to, when it's on full throttle on the controller. So let's have a look. I'm pretty excited now. shit. That is awesome. Oh man, that is so flying. Get it on. Ouch. It feels a little off balance, but at least it has the power. But it is weighted to the back, so it's slightly pulling back on itself, but it needs to pull forward on itself. So the battery bank was at the front weighing it down forward, so I could do with pushing these batteries up. But apart from that, man, how awesome is that power? That has definitely got enough to power itself and give itself lift. It's just slightly off balanced, so I'll have a play with that. But thanks, man, that is a legend. Really impressed. Next step is going to be balancing this and adding a wireless camera to it. Wireless camera can go on here, and I can still use the hopefully the third battery bank with its USB out to run the wire for the wireless camera, because it's only like 400 milliamps something it takes in power, and you know, it'd be cool to get the Wi-Fi feed. So I imagine even if I do run it out of the middle one, even though it's all running in series, it shouldn't drain it too much. It's a possibility, I guess, but I'll have to test when it gets there. But for raw power alone, to actually give it enough lift to get it off the ground, I'd say that should, you know, that should actually be enough. And also I'll charge the third battery in the middle, battery bank in the middle, the cell in the middle, because that's not got much power in. So I'll charge these over the evening. Might have a mess around tomorrow with the weight of the thing to get it to the front, and see if we can get it off the floor and just see if we can get it to hover. So cool. I hope everyone's enjoying, and this is part 3, and part 4 will be getting it out onto a field. So thanks guys, awesome.